What makes a great director? What makes a great leader? What do the legends of the DGA have that makes them so worthy of our highest honors? They have vision. They think differently. Their minds are always exploring different ways to be creative. They have heart. A way to connect with an audience in a very human way with the stories they bring to life. And they have a passionate commitment to serving their fellow directors and the guild that unites us. That vision, that creativity, that heart, that commitment to service perfectly describes Michael Apted.
This is the Michael Apted that I have gotten to know, and I'm very proud to call my friend. I've witnessed over 20 years of thoughtful, consistent dedication and caring about others, whether on a big picture level or about an individual. That is why I'm here speaking here tonight, for my friend, and for an honor we all know he well deserves.
It was a great privilege and thrill to work with someone like Michael. He was uniquely gifted.
Michael was a game changer for the DGA, and for over half a century, he was one of our industry's most versatile filmmakers. Michael's acclaimed feature films included Gorillas in the Mist, The Chronicles of Narnia, The World Is Not Enough, and the classic for which he received a DGA feature film nomination, Coal Miner's Daughter.
Nothing is perfect. Well, Coal Miner's Daughter, but other than that, very few things in this life are perfect.
He was not burdened with all those cliches, those country cliches that we in America had grown up with our whole lives. He was able to see Loretta's world with new eyes. You know, he was our man.
But perhaps his most iconic creations were the internationally acclaimed, multi-award-winning sequels to his revolutionary 7 Up documentary, which followed the lives of 14 Britons since the age of 7 in 7-year increments.
No matter what he was doing, however grand in Hollywood, he would come back for the next 7 Up film.
I've met some of the subjects of 7 Up, and I know there's just a deep and abiding love for Michael, and it must feel like a huge loss that he's no longer with us.
Well, Michael, for me, was like my favourite uncle. He was always there, and I remember when I was ill in hospital one day, I had a serious operation. From California, I get emotional, but, excuse me. He phoned me to ask how I was, and hoping I'd get well and everything was fine. And it made me feel proud that a man in California, Hollywood, you know, would think of me at that particular time, which I never forgot.
As prolific as he was, he always gave his time and talent to the DGA. And when it came to the DGA and the causes he believed in, he didn't just talk the talk, he walked the walk.
Michael's life was filmmaking, and the DGA was an extension of that filmmaking experience that Michael had embraced so passionately in his life.
But Michael's enduring legacy is so much more than that of a great director. And the reason we pay tribute to him tonight by renaming the First Time Feature Award in his honor is because of the decades of service he gave to the DGA.
Michael had the DGA in his blood, and I think really loved the Guild and really loved serving.
Michael always wanted the DGA to encourage new talent, and he worked tirelessly to further that goal. It was why, 25 years ago, along with Steven Soderbergh, he created the Independent Directors Committee with the mission of bringing new ideas and influences into the Guild.
When someone of Michael's stature and comportment says to you, Steven, your Guild needs you, it's pretty compelling.
That belief in and advocacy for independent filmmakers led Michael to run for the DGA National Board, and then to become DGA president. When he saw the lack of inclusion in our industry, he formed the National Diversity Task Force. While others focused solely on the present, Michael was a leader in planning ahead for the impact of new media and the future of our industry. He was always an inspiring mentor to the new feature film directors who followed him, and it was his support of that next generation that was the catalyst for his creation of the First-Time Theatrical Feature Film Award.
This is why the DGA's National Board created an award to celebrate the accomplishment of first-time feature film directors.
I don't think there's a filmmaker out there that I know of that would be more deserving of this award being named after him.
Michael would be so honored that the First Time Director Award is going to be named the Michael Apted Award.
I think if you told Michael we were going to do all of this and be talking about him, he would say, well, that's just a load of bollocks.
I think what he would say tonight is, just be truthful. You know, just be human, please.
I loved working with Michael Apted. It was a joy. He loved filmmaking, and it was infectious. He never seemed overwhelmed about anything, and he always knew where to put the camera. Love you, Michael.
I can't tell you how much it means to me being a part of this guild. To have this community to go to in times of career highs and career lows, to know what's going on in the industry, to meet colleagues, make friends, share stories, get advice, anything that broadens your vision of our industry and enriches your work. I encourage members here tonight to get involved in your guild, share your leadership, and direct our future. Thank you all.